as always, we're going to get going just with our mobility, loosening everything off. Okay, so we're going to start from the feet and work our way up. So we're going to start with our ankle circles. So take your foot out in front of you and draw a nice big circle with your toes, holding on if needs be. And take your foot the other way. Oh, look, Jono's head's been cut off again. He's too tall. Always tell him he's too tall. Good, change legs. Switch to the other side, circling those toes round. And back the other way. Good stuff. Okay, let's go for our knee bend. So you're going to slide your leg behind, hold your knee bent as much as you can, and then relax down. Take the other leg, bend it as much as you can, really squeeze it up, and then take it down. Let's go for a few more on each side. You can obviously hold on for this one. You don't have to balance. Get a really good squeeze, bend it up as much as you're comfortable, and switch from side to side. It's a nice, slow and steady hamstring curl, just to get your knees thinking about moving. Good stuff. One more each side. And then turning to face the front. Let's go for our hip circles. So I think what we'll do today is you're going to take your foot in front of you and just swing it round to the back. So you end up drawing a semicircle. So we did this as one of our exercises in one of my other balance sessions. Just get that hip opening. So swing it forwards round to the back. And then when you've gone to the back, swing it back round so it faces the front again. So slide your leg behind, then swing it in a circle front. Couple of times each side. And then we'll switch to the other side. So foot out in front of you. Draw a nice big semicircle with your foot behind you, and then retrace that circle to get back in front of you. So you end up doing this with your foot. Okay? A few of those, just open out that hip. Good, and back to the middle again. Okay, let's go for our torso rotations. So hips and feet wide. Soften your knees very slightly, hands together, keeping those hips facing the front, twist your upper body from side to side. So keep this as a continuous movement, but have it really steady, okay? So you're not moving your hips. You might have to think about pushing your hips in the opposite direction to your upper body. Just slowly move from side to side. Good stuff. One more turn each side. And back to the middle. Okay, let's go for our shoulder roll. So bring your shoulders up to your ears, back, down, forward, and then up again. So you have a really nice exaggerated circle with your shoulders. Really emphasize it. Always coming forward first, then up, back, and down. Keeping it steady. One more circle. Lovely, and relax those down. Okay, final one is our head turns. So we're just going to do side to side and then up and down, okay? So let's go for over to your left shoulder. Really focus on that your upper body stays still, just your chin moves, okay? Then slowly take it through and over to your right shoulder. Really give it a squeeze, so you're trying to look behind you at either end. Then back to the first side. Try and look behind without twisting your shoulders. And then over to the other side again. So So you're really steadily moving it, and you're just testing at the final position, how far can I get it round without really forcing it. Okay, one more twist to the side, and then we're going to go up to the ceiling. Okay, so again, with this one, it's very tempting to lean your whole body backwards. So keep your body up nice and tall, and just move your chin so that your chin points up to the ceiling as much as you can. Again, don't force it, take it slow, and then really steadily bring your chin in a very slow movement down to your chest, and really try and tuck it in. Good, and then again, nice and slow, moving up, trying to avoid anybody getting dizzy with these ones. Squeeze at the top, and then slowly bring your chin back down again. And then very gently looking straight ahead. You're going to tilt your ear down to your shoulder now. So just wiggle your shoulders, push them down to the floor. All right, imagine you've got a pair of heavy shopping bags in your hands, okay? Keep your shoulders down low, and you're going to tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Really squeeze that shoulder downwards along with your ear downwards, okay? Then gently change to the other side. Push that shoulder down as you push your ear towards it. Then slowly back once more to the left. And again to the right. And looking straight ahead. Very nice. Okay, so now let's move on to our balance exercises. So for those of you who were with me when we did this, we're going to first just engage our core muscles. Okay, we're going to squeeze them, make sure that they're switched on before we then go through and do our other balance exercises. Okay, so you don't need anything for this one. Just come into a comfortable standing position. Both hands come just on your waist, around about where your belly button is. Okay, so just get your breathing nice and natural. What we're going to do first of all is you're going to pull your belly button inwards. So using your core muscles, tighten your core, suck your belly button in, okay? And I'd like you to hold and take one breath in, one breath out, and then relax. All right? So you'll squeeze, then breathe in, breathe out, and then relax your core. So your core is squeezed in the whole time you do that in-out breath. All right, let's go again. So pull that belly button in. Really imagine you're pulling it so it's going to touch your spine. Okay, then breathe in. Keep holding and breathe out. And then relax. Let's go again. Hands in your core. So what you should feel with your hands is that your core drops very slightly away from your hands inwards. Okay, hopefully you're feeling that. So squeeze in, breath in, keep holding and breathe out, and relax your core. One more, squeeze in, breathe in, keep holding as you breathe out. Lovely stuff. Okay, so hopefully you can feel a tightness in your core. You should feel that the muscles start to sort of awaken. You can feel them sort of tightening slightly. Everybody does have core muscles, regardless of what people constantly tell me, okay? So hopefully you can feel that engaging in there. So now what we're going to do, let's move on more to our balance exercises. So single leg stand to start with, as always. So taking up your grip on your chair or your countertop, whatever you've decided to hold on to today. When we do our single leg stand, we're going to hold for 30 seconds, but you're going to pull in your core, just like you did with the breathing, but you're going to just pull in, hold, and relax and re-squeeze as much as you need to throughout the 30 seconds, okay? I have misplaced my timer, there it is. Okay, so having your feet fairly close together, slide one foot behind you just so your toes are resting on the floor. Have most of your body weight on your flat leg, okay? Then when you're ready, lift that back foot off the floor just by bending your knee, okay? If you only need to hold on with one hand, then place the other one on your core, okay? If you need to hold on with two hands, absolutely fine. But if you don't, then have one hand on your core. So I'm going to start the 30 seconds. So you all should be standing on one leg. And now what I'd like you to do is keep breathing throughout and squeeze that belly button in. Hold it for as long as you can whilst breathing normally and standing on one leg. If you need to relax, that's fine, just relax and then re-squeeze again. If you can hold it the whole time, perfect, as long as you can keep breathing, okay? So standing on one leg and squeezing that core inwards. Very nice. Okay, relax everything, back onto 2 feet. And now let's go for a stand on the other leg, okay? So slide your other leg back again, shift that body weight onto your standing leg, slowly bend your knee to lift your back foot up, grow tall in your body. If you can, hand on your belly button, okay? And off we go with that 30 seconds. So balancing for 30 seconds, pull that core inwards and keep breathing as you stand. Principles still apply in terms of how much you need to hold on, okay? So we're trying to engage the core whilst balancing, all right? If you need to relax and re-squeeze, absolutely fine. Last few seconds and relax. Good. So it'll be interesting if I could speak to all you. It'll be interesting to see if you find your balance is better when you've engaged your core than if you don't, okay? Research and science would tell us that it is easier to balance if your core is engaged. So it'd be interesting to see, just because somebody found it in a scientific paper doesn't mean that it's applicable to you guys straight away. Sometimes it takes a bit of practice, all right? So let's move on to our reverse crunch. So you do need something to sit on for this one, okay? So, lovely, Johnny's just clearing the sofa. So with this one, you are going to, actually what I'll do, let me move this chair just in view. So what you're going to do is sit on the very edge of your chair, okay? You need a gap between you and the back of the chair, okay? Have your feet flat on the floor, all right? Sit up nice and tall. We're going to be doing our reverse crunch where you lean backwards, all right? But what I'd like to do is engage your core first before we do the movement, okay? So squeeze that belly button inwards, just like you've been doing with the others. Have your hands out in front of you like so. Sorry, John, I'm going to cut your face off here. And then you're going to slowly lean backwards, keeping that belly button pulled in, and then sit forward at the point you feel you're going to fall back into the chair, okay? So, let's go again. Squeeze that belly button in, hold that feeling, hands out in front of you, roll yourself back on your seat bones with that belly button pulled in, and then sit forward. Relax, breathe, and let's go again. Squeeze that belly button in, roll back on your seat bones, keep your spine neutral, and then sit forward. Relax, breathe, and go again. Squeeze that belly button in. Slowly sit backwards, keeping that belly button tight, and then sit forward. Relax, breathe. We'll go for one more, okay? Pull that belly button inwards, roll yourself backwards, keep the squeeze, don't let it go, and then sit forwards. Good. So hopefully with that one, as soon as you engaged your core, the movement became slightly, maybe not easier, but a little bit more controlled. That's what we're aiming for, because already you're tightening the muscles that are going to do the work, and that will help protect your spine slightly. All right, very good. Okay, so let's move on. Right, so this next one, we are going to do a single leg little tilt, okay? So let's talk through it step by step. You're going to have one foot in front of you, one foot slightly behind, as if you're about to do your single leg stand, okay? What I'd like you to do is place your body weight on your front foot, okay? Have your hand against something to help you if needs be. And you're going to slide your back foot behind you on the floor, okay? So we're not lifting it today. You're just going to slide one foot behind you, okay? Can you see that? So if you want to hold on, preferably have two hands on, say, the back of your chair or on your countertop, so that whatever you're holding on is straight in front of you, okay? So like this position here, one foot comes behind as if you're about to do a single leg stand, and then you slide that back foot a little bit behind you on the floor, and then slide it back together again, okay? Hopefully that is making sense to you. Let's change to the other leg so they don't get too tired. So again, take one foot behind, the front foot flat with most of your body weight on it. Take up your grip on whatever you're holding on to, then very gently slide that back foot a little bit behind you on the floor, and then slide it back in again. To do this, you will need to have a bend in your front knee. If you lock it straight, you're not going to get very far, okay? So let's go again with the same leg. So one foot comes in front, one foot slightly behind. Soften that front knee, and then slide the other foot behind you just a little bit, and then slide it back together again. Okay? Lovely. So that one, we did it slightly differently before where we lifted the leg. This time it kind of just gets you used to having one foot moving away from you while balancing on the other foot. Okay? So, next one is our heel stand. Okay? So, we've done our toe stand before where you stand on the balls of your feet. This time, this is where you stand just on your heels. Okay? So again, come next to something to hold on to. Either have your chair or your wall next to you, or have it in front. Okay? Body comes up nice and tall. Then you slowly peel your toes and the balls of your feet off the floor so that you're balancing on your heels. Okay? Hold there just for a few seconds. Whilst you're holding there, if you've got a desk grip on the chair, just see if you can loosen your fingers slightly. And then drop your feet back down, give your legs a little wiggle, and we'll go again. So, body up tall. Take up a grip on your chair or on the side. Slowly peel those toes and balls of your feet off the floor so that you're balancing just on your heels. Breathe and just see if you can relax the grip on your chair. Good. Relax your feet. Let's go for one more. So, up tall, take up your grip, peel those toes and balls of your feet off the floor, balancing on your heels. Reduce how much you're holding on just by a little bit, and just breathe in that position. Very good. Okay, relax. Lovely stuff, flying through these. Okay, so next balance exercise that we're going to do, we've done our toe walking, where you come up on your toes and you walk forward, okay? Now what I'd like to do is try up on your toes, moving sideways, okay? So just to help your body out a little bit, we're going to do 5 toe raises, okay? So in time with me, take up grip on your chair, but use the chair for balance, not to push yourself up on, okay? So just a light hold on the chair. We're going to come up on the balls of your feet. Pause for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower down. Let's go again. Come up on the balls of your feet, hold for 3, 2, 1, and come down. And again, up on the balls of your feet, hold for 3, 2, 1, down. Let's do one more. Come up, hold for 3, 2, 1, and down. Very good. Okay, give your feet a little wiggle. So now what you're going to do, if you have your chair in front of you, then perfect, okay? If you're holding onto a countertop, perhaps face the countertop, all right? So what you're going to do is, you're going to come up on the balls of your feet. Don't mind which way you move first. You're going to take a small step to the side and then join it with the other foot, but see if you can stay on your toes. Then you're going to head back the other way. Small step out on your toes, then join it with the other foot. Then you're going to relax, okay? Then we'll come up and we'll do the same thing. So, up on the balls of your feet, small step to the side, then join it with the other foot, back the other way, out, together, and relax. Nice. Okay, let's go again. Up on your toes, step out to the side, bring the other foot together, still on your balls of your feet, then back the other way, back feet together, and drop down. Lovely, let's go for one more. Up on your toes, out to the side, join those feet together, still on your toes, back the other way, feet together, and relax down. Very good. Okay, so hopefully with that one, your ankles don't feel it too much, okay? But again, now we're starting to, how much balance that needs to stay on your toes and move sideways, okay? That's a really, really good one to do, all right? Okay, let's go to our stretches. So let's go for our calf stretch to start with, since we've just done our calf work. So we are going to, should we do it differently this week? Yes, let's do it differently this week. So I'm going to get you to sit down. Okay. One leg, I don't know how well you can see my leg from that position. So one leg is going to come out in front of you. So it can be fairly straight. Have a small bend in your knee if you want to. With your foot, you're going to slide your heel away from you as far as you can, whilst bringing your toes up towards you, okay? So your heel goes away, your toes come towards you, and see if you can hold it. You have to work with this one because you can't just use gravity to do the work. So really think about, you're trying to drive your heel away from you as far as you can, but you're trying to hold your toes towards you as much as possible, okay? Slowly relax that one, and then change over legs. So leg comes out in front, slide that heel away as you bring your toes towards you. Really pull those toes towards you. Now, just think about it. Can you feel it in the back of your calf? Are you having to work quite hard for this one? Hopefully the answer is yes. Really push that heel, keep going, and then relax. Very nice. Okay. Let's do your hamstring stretch while you're sat down. Just gives you a different option. So with your hamstring stretch, similar position to what you've just done. One leg is bent, one leg is straight. Okay. Place both your hands onto the leg that is bent. Okay. You're going to sit up tall towards the ceiling, and then you're going to try and bring your chest to your hands. Okay. So you're trying to bring your chest as forward as you can, not hunching down like this. So keep your body straight, bend at the waist, imagine you're trying to get your belly button to touch your hands, okay? And then you should feel the stretch up the back of your leg, okay? It's the same as when we're stood up, but it's a slightly easier option if you don't like the stood up version. Slowly push yourself out of that one, and then change your legs over. Don't forget to swap your hands onto your bent leg, okay? Remember, grow tall to the ceiling first. That spine must stay straight. Then imagine you're trying to bring your belly button to your hands as you lean forwards, okay? Hopefully you'll feel it in that outstretched leg. Hold it in the position and just breathe. Good, and then slowly come back up. Lovely stuff. Okay, so come up out of your chairs and let's go for our quad stretch. So holding on, okay, taking that leg behind if you can. I know this is an awkward one if you struggle with this because the alternatives aren't much easier, okay? So just bear with me if this one's too difficult for you. Plenty other stretches that we'll get going with. So even Jono, and Jono's 28, he struggles with this because he's had a knee op. So don't put it down to just age if you struggle with this. There's so many things that change whether this stretch is easy or hard for you. Lovely, change legs. Good, and slowly let that leg go down. Okay, let's go for our side reach now. So what we're going to do, you're going to place your left hand on your hip, okay? Right hand is going to come up in the air, and then very gently, you're just going to lean over to the left. Not too far, you don't want to be shooting yourself to the side. And then, you know, with your right hand, really stretch up and over your head. And hopefully get a nice stretch from your elbow down your right hand side. You don't have to lean over too far to get a nice stretch with this one. So just think of your spine. You don't want to bend it too much. So really stretch up and over with that right arm. Hold there for a few seconds. And now changing over slowly. So right hand on your hip, left hand up in the air. Okay. Very gently leaning over. Really stretch up and over with that left hand. And that will increase the stretch without you having to bend over too far. Just hold and stretch. Good, and slowly come back upright again. Okay, now we're going to do our chest stretch. All right, we're going to do our traditional chest stretch this week. So with your hands, they're going to come behind your back. You're going to place, so I place the back of my hand just in the small of my back, okay? If you don't like that, you can place your hands on your hips, okay? Even like this, whatever feels easiest to you, okay? From there, keep your body up tall. Don't arch your back, but you're going to point your elbows behind you, okay? So trying to get your elbows to point directly behind you. So what will happen is your chest will puff out and forward, like you're standing proud to attention, okay? That's the kind of the feeling that we want, but it's not to lean back like this. So keep your body up tall, just push those elbows behind you. Hopefully you can feel that stretch all across your chest, maybe going into your arms as well. Good stuff, and then slowly just ease out of that one, okay? And then for the last one, you're going to have your hands together, okay? You're going to push your hands forward as far as you can. Imagine, so if you're facing the camera, imagine I've grabbed hold of your hands through the camera and I'm pulling them towards me, okay? So really push your hands forward as far as you can. And hopefully this will stretch out all the muscles from going from your arms across your back, okay? It's quite a nice stretch. Alternatively, if you've got a sturdy door handle or something to hold on to, if you grab hold of something and lean away from it, that can also help. But unless I pull on Jono, we haven't really got anything suitable around at the moment, okay? So just really push those hands forward. Good. Relax out of that one. Give your arms a shake. Just reduces all the tension. Okay, little wiggle with your body. And we are done. Very good, everybody.